In the beginning. In the beginning. Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
I got a feeling I got a feeling, brother, that I'll be an alpha man until the zoom, 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 my brother.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
So hard to be an alpha. It's so hard to be an A Phi. Now brothers, help me sing.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. First created, best designed.
Great American symbolic shadow we stand today.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as the great people like the hope of millions of Negro slaves.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. First created, best designed. Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. First created, best design.
Who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. 100 years later, still languish in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. finds himself in exile in his own land. So we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition. In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check. When the architects of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring when it happens. When we allow freedom to ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every we will be able to feel that day when all of God's children, black men, white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
In the beginning, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. In the beginning, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. In the beginning, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. First created, best designed. In the beginning, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. In the beginning, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. In the beginning, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. First created, best designed.
We shall overcome. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. Though I join hands so often with students and others behind jail bars singing, we shall overcome. Sometimes we've had tears in our eyes when we joined together to sing it, but we still decided to sing it. We shall overcome. Oh, before this victory's won, some will have to get thrown in jail some more, but we shall overcome. Don't worry about us. Before the victory's won, some of us will lose jobs, but we shall overcome. Before the victory's won, even some will have to face physical death. Physical death is the price that some must pay to free their children from a permanent psychological death. Then nothing shall be more redemptive. We shall overcome.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration of freedom in the history of our nation. We shall overcome. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. With this faith, we will go out
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
bring new light into the dark chamber.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity
We will
Incorporated.
be able to
First created,
rise from the fatigue of despair to the buoyancy of hope. This will be a great miracle.
best designed.